Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Uh-oh, my camera is not wanting to sit still. It is currently, let's see, 4:22 p.m. And let's see what the temperature is outside. I think it's probably in the 70s. It's pretty nice today. I've been sitting out here much of the day. It is 77 degrees outside today. I can't believe it. What's it supposed to be tomorrow? I know one of these days it's supposed to like drop and get really cold. Well, not really cold, but colder. Tomorrow it's supposed to be a high of 59, so almost 20 degrees colder starting tomorrow. It's going to be a little bit of a shocker. Tomorrow I am supposed to, I'm trying to get this camera situated. Tomorrow I am supposed to go to brunch with Sarah, and then she is going to take me by Crumble Cookies and maybe Krispy Kreme so that I can do some reviews this week. And then I have to figure out some other places for like maybe Saturday and Sunday, because I think that I'm going to see what other places I can do reviews for as well. I haven't actually even been to the Krispy Kreme. We got a Krispy Kreme at Castleton. Do you guys remember me talking about that? We got a Krispy Kreme at Castleton right in front of the mall, and I haven't even been to it yet. So I'm hoping that when I go inside the store that they have like Halloween donuts, and I have no idea what to expect. So anyway, I really haven't done a whole lot today. I had made a list of, well, I got a lot of stuff done around the house, but as far as like videos and stuff like that, I didn't really get tons done. There's not really a lot going on as far as making drama videos. I was kind of looking around at stuff, and I was like, who's calling me? Spam risk. There's just not tons going on today, so I was like, well, I think I'm just gonna take the day. And I don't really have anything here to review. And I've done like 3 Peter Does Stuff videos in a row. And so I think I'm just going to do my vlog and maybe a Peterisms video. Alex is going to be home not too long. He should be home around 6-ish. And then I think that we're going to go out to dinner tonight somewhere. So I don't know where, but I asked him, I said, have you eaten today? And he said no. He just called me not too long ago. And I said, have you eaten today? And he said no. And I said, okay, would you want to go get something to eat tonight? And he was like, yeah, that'd be fun. So we're gonna go get something to eat tonight. Last night, I'm watching my neighbor across the street. She's watering her plants right now. She was just asking me which Thai restaurant we go to because she wants to try a new Thai restaurant. So I was telling her the one that we go to in Fishers that we really like. I think it's called Thai Sushi House. There's also one in Broderpool that's right next to Basbo's that we really like as well. Anyway, she has like one of those sprayer things on her hose. I need to get one of those for next spring and summer. You guys know what I'm talking about? Where you can just like stand back. The only thing is that my plants are up here, unless I moved them down when I watered them. My plants are up here, so if I spray them, it gets like the furniture on the patio wet and all that. Last night, what was last night? Wednesday, we watched The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Well, I got a bunch of stuff done. I was getting all my videos done and all that kind of stuff. And then Alex and I just kind of hung out and talked. And then I laid down for like an hour. And he was watching something. I can't remember what he was watching. And then I got up and we watched The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And then we watched The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And then he went to bed. And then I just like laid down with Boo Radley for a little bit. And I was talking to little Boo Radley and telling him what a good boy he was and all that kind of stuff. And I fell asleep for like an hour. And then I got up and I watched the newest episode of The Patient. I don't even know why I'm watching that show, in all sincerity. Like, it is so boring, you guys. Last night was the 7th episode out of 10. And I feel like it's getting a little bit deeper as it goes on. Like, the symbolism and the meaning and all that kind of stuff is getting a little bit deeper. But as far as it being like a show that's like, I don't even think if I binge watched it, like just watched episode after episode after episode, that I would even be that interested in it. I mean, it is so boring, you guys. I am so bored with this show. Ask me why I keep watching it. I don't know. Like every time when I turn it on to watch it, I always think to myself, well, Caroline and I will have something to talk about, you know, because she watches it too. So, I watched The Patient, and then I watched the newest episode of La Brea. Now that, on the other hand, I will say is a good show. This is the second season of La Brea, and I think it's on NBC, but you can also watch it on like Hulu and Peacock. And so I watched the newest episode of La Brea, and then I was halfway through I didn't know how far I was. I was halfway through the 4th episode of that true crime documentary that I'm watching called Murder in the Bayou. So I finished the 4th episode, and then I watched half of the 5th episode. And at that point, it was so late, I was like, I need to go to bed. So I just have half of the 5th episode to watch, which I'm going to finish tonight. And then I don't know what I'm going to watch. I don't know when this show starts. There's a new show starting. I need to see. I actually have not. This is like one true crime documentary that I haven't watched because I started watching it, and it was like just the story was so off-putting. But I didn't even connect the two, actually. Like I saw the preview come up for it, and so I said to Alex, I was like, no, what's that show called again? And so the show that's coming out is called Friend of the Family, and it's on Peacock. Let me look on Peacock and see when it's coming out. But you know how like The Staircase, they based on like the documentary? I think this is like very similar to that. Friend of the Family. Is it already out already? Is it out? Oh, it is out already. Okay, so in the 70s, so I think this is based on this documentary that's on Netflix. In the 70s, the Broberg family faces tragedy numerous times when their daughter, Jan, is kidnapped repeatedly by a seemingly innocent family friend. I kind of would like to watch the documentary, though, first. What's the Broberg? I think it's called, like, Sins of the Father or something like that. Broberg Family Netflix. Here it is. Abducted in Plain Sight. Okay, let's go over here to Netflix. Abducted in Plain Sight. Here it is. Oh, I did start watching it. I got like 20 minutes into it. So maybe I will watch that tonight. It's an hour and 30 minutes. And then I will watch the show, start watching the show. That's probably the next thing that I'll watch. Tanya said the documentary was crazy. So I'll probably watch the documentary and then I'll start watching that show. But anyway, the show, it's by the producers of Candy and something else that I watched that I really liked. But anyway, that's my TV shows caught up, and then I went to bed and I got a good night's sleep, and then I woke up today. It was raining earlier out today, and then it turned into this beautiful day outside. I'm drinking the end of my I'm drinking the rest of my Califia Farms pumpkin spice latte. I have to say, I liked it at first when I started drinking it. I don't love it now. I don't know that I would buy it again. It's thick and has kind of like this chalky coated taste to it. I'll tell you actually what I've been watching these last 24 hours are these TikToks from these guys. It's this gay couple. Well, really, it's this one guy, but like his husband's in a lot of the TikToks too. And their name is, I think it's Print Fairy hold on a second. Here they are. Print Fairy, Printfairy. And he has a lot of friends in his videos and stuff like that. And so he's really funny, you guys. So hold on a second. I have to show you this. Okay. This is like part of it. Are you ready?
Applebee's orders. Hey, it's Dakota, and if you're from a small town like me, Applebee's is as fancy as it gets for prom. So I'm starting out with the crispy wonton chicken tacos for the table, and then I have a water for to drink. For my entree.
He reminds me so much of so many friends of mine that I know that are from like small towns in Indiana. And like in Indiana, like this is like one thing on YouTube is you say one thing wrong, like if you call like caramel, like people come for you, but like it's so funny because like in Indiana, I mean like all these small towns and stuff like that, I mean like we really do like say things, you know, that are not how other people say things. I mean it's just colloquialisms, right? But like we say things that like, you know, like for to drink. I mean, I don't say that, but like it cracks me up so much. I love these guys so much. Apparently they got engaged on the Andy Cohen show. So anyway, that's what I've been watching. I've been watching like all of their TikToks like back to back. They do like outfits of the day, and then they do like they go to Applebee's, they go to Red Robin, they go to Olive Garden. Where else do they go to eat? They buy like snacks at the gas station and they just show what they are in the car. And his husband's like really funny. I should have shown you guys his husband too. His name's Jackson, and he's like, I got a corn dog and for to drink, a cherry limeade. I love them. They're just like so unapologetically themselves. Oh my God, so many people have tagged me. Well, I can't show it because it's also a YouTube video. But have you guys, you know the woman that, she was like the one that was complaining. This is like from like 2014 or something like that. But she was complaining about not getting her candles from Bath and Body Works. Okay, so there's this woman on TikTok and it's sitting at 2.9 million views now. She like redid the whole, like she's sitting in front of the TV screen. Here, I'll show it to you. I'll put the volume down. She's sitting in front of the TV screen. You can see the YouTube video in the background. And she like literally like hand motions and everything, not watching it. Like has every, I mean, she knows every word for word. It's unbelievable. There's Sue Dillon. She's my favorite. It's Sue Dillon, honey. Okay, so.
And if you're from a small town
here's
like
this
me,
guy.
Applebee's, a water for today. I'm having the mac and cheese chicken tender
Here's
pasta,
his husband.
and you can't un-Mountain Dew what's been Mountain done. So I ordered a Mountain Dew Berry Blast for to drink. You know where you are? You're an Applebee's, baby. Hey, it's Jackson, and I'm washing it down with a white peach sangria. And I got the classic combo because it's country boy likes a little bit of everything. Applebee's orders. Hey, it's Dakota.
I love them. They're just so funny. Anyway, I've been watching that today. That's what I've been doing. Sitting out here. Talking to I've talked to a couple of my neighbors. I talked to her. I talked to her husband. And then I talked to my other neighbor. Oh. Well, we got in our mailboxes today these big envelopes that were the voting ballots for the HOA board of directors. this year. No, I'm not on it. I didn't run. I know it's devastating to all of us. I should have. When I saw on there who was running, then I was really like I should have ran, right? This one woman is running like, apparently you're only allowed to do 3 terms, and she's like running again, and she's like, I'm just so dedicated to this neighborhood that I'm running again, and which is kind of funny because, well, that's just all I'll say about it, because I think people would think it's probably time for somebody else to run, is all I'm saying. I don't necessarily feel that way, but just from what I've heard in the neighborhood, you know. But they have to like write bios And so, like, I, of course, am, like, reading every word of every bio, of every sentence of every bio that these people write. I think bios are so funny anyway. You know, when I've had to write bios for myself, like, in the past, it's like, what do you put in a bio? You know, like, I live with my husband and my dog, you know, like. But I love reading people's bios. I think the funnier the better. I also love when people take themselves really, really seriously in their bios. I'll tell you what was funny about the bios for this HOA thing was, like, each of them was probably like 5 lines. This one at the very beginning was, like, really well done. It was like, I grew up here, went to college here, have been married for this many years, and this is where I worked, this is where I did my volunteer work, we've lived here for so many years, I would really like to give back, this is why I'm interested in this role. I was like, this is, like, concise and well-to-do, well done. And I would say most of them were kind of like that. They're about 5 sentences. And then this woman that's running for re-election for the 4th term, hers was like 6 paragraphs. And I was like, this is completely unnecessary. Then there was this whole thing in there. I don't even know what this was about. Something about voting to, like, restock the lakes with fish or something, and how they're trying to. I'm not paying any money for. I've never fished in those lakes. I don't know what's in those lakes. I don't, like, that's their business, right? So he was like, he had done this extensive survey in southern Indiana about fish in lakes in Indiana, and, like, red mullets that need to be in, I don't know, but something about how we need to raise all this money for these fish in these lakes. And he said that there's, especially over on, and he put it by the street, so I'm like looking, okay, here's the street's over there, and there's a bridge, and that's like where this little lake area is, so all of these fish must just be, like, over in that area, and all of a sudden I start thinking of, like, some horror movie like Piranha, and they're gonna come up and start getting the people. But he wrote out this, like, really, like, seriously long thing. I can't read it to you. I would love to read it to you, but I can't read it to you because, hey, good. I can't read it to you because immersed in between the story of saving the fish and the lakes is also, like, his personal life story of why he's dedicated to saving the fish. But it's literally, like, an entire page. And I'm like, I'm so confused. Why is this necessary? Like, okay. And so anyway, so I guess there's, like, this big thing. And now my neighbor, she's in charge of the social. She's a social chair of the neighborhood, which isn't, like, apparently, like, a seated position on the board. But we did have to vote, or I haven't voted yet. We do have to vote for which activities we would like to be part of. And I do think that I'm going to participate in some of these things. And you guys want to know what they are? I'm so excited. So, like, I heard her pull up. Well, I thought it was her. And I saw, like, this blue car. And so she has a convertible that's blue. And so I thought it was her, but it was actually her husband in a rental car because his car's getting fixed, he told me. So anyway, don't you feel like it's just like we're just kind of hanging out talking? I do. But anyway, so I went to the end of the walkway and it was him. And I was like, oh, I was hoping it was your wife because I wanted to talk to her about these social chair things. And he was like, well, she'll be home in a little bit. And he was like, did you like some of those suggestions that she came up with? And I was like, oh yeah, I love them, except for the progressive dinner. I don't need to do a progressive dinner. We don't need to have a bunch of people in our... Do you guys know what a progressive dinner is? Okay. Well, progressive dinner is like where you start at one person's house and you do, like, drinks. And then you go to another person's house and you do appetizers. And then you go to another person's house and you do the soup. And then another person's house is salad. Then another person's house is, like, the entree. And then another person's house is, like, the dessert. It's like this progressive dinner. You go to house to house to house. We don't need to do all that, okay? I eat in one place. So anyway, I don't want to be any part of hosting any kind of progressive dinner. So, but there were some on there that I really did like Christmas caroling. Oh my God, wouldn't that be so fun? I would love to Christmas carol. I'm gonna ask her if she's gonna Christmas carol. And then there was also this one that I think I would like really like to be part of. It's called, like, they called it, like, the TLC group or something, and it's for when people are sick or, like, if they've lost a loved one or something in here, that we would, like, come up with, like, a care package with, like, cards and, like, a casserole or, like, bread, and, like, we would take it to them and also see if there was anything that they need. and like, you know, ask them if they need us to take their trash out or like do things for them or take them places and whatever, you know. So I think I would like to be on that board where you're like, you know, making cards. I mean, I don't cook, but I can, you know, I can pick up something from Maggiano's or, you know, whatever. And so yeah. And her husband, actually, he said that he would maybe want to be on that as well. And so then he and I, he was telling me, he was like, well, I can take you if you need a ride. He was like, I can take you to, apparently they're like the day of the voting. There's 4 candidates, you guys, that are running, and it's at like this local church. And he's like, you can go meet them and talk to them that day. I go, to meet the board of directors for our 60 to 80 people condo neighborhood? No, I don't need to meet those people and talk to them and ask them questions. He started laughing. He's like, well, if you want to, he goes, I can take you up there that day. I'm like, no, I'm good. So anyway, I was asking him if he would want to be on the care committee with me. He's like, yeah, I think that might be fun. So he might do it with me. I think that would be nice though, you know? And then there were some other things on there as well. She's watering the hell out of those plants today. And I think the Christmas caroling would be really fun too. Drink hot chocolate as we walk around the neighborhood. I mean, we have like kind of the perfect neighborhood for it, honestly, because there's like the guardhouse at the front that kind of like separates our neighborhood from, I mean, it's so interesting like when Ubers come in here and they pick me up and they're like, I didn't even know that this neighborhood was back here. And I'm like, yeah, people always say that. And so it's kind of separate, so like we could just like, although the Christmas caroling could go out into the other neighborhoods around here as well. She's so funny, she'll say she's not going to Christmas carol. I know it already. Although she kind of surprised me because yesterday, well, she's got a bunch of Halloween stuff already. I can see like, she's got 2 ghosts over here, and then she's got, what did she call them? These flamingos, frightening flamingos or spooky flamingos or something. What did you say about your flamingos yesterday? What did you call them? What did you call your flamingos yesterday? Spooky Mingos. Hey, did you see the voting ballots for the HOA thing? Are you going to Christmas carol?
No.
Why not? Because what?
I said, you don't want me to sing in front of people.
Yes, we do.
You can do what I did in middle school. I just moved my mouth.
There's like all these people walking down, and all 3 of us neighbors were, what are you doing? What are you carrying?
We're going down to the social.
What's the social?
The drinks and mocktails or whatever.
Cocktails and... Your wife is hosting it. You don't even know what it's called. Cocktails and mocktails. Is she even home yet?
No.
Are you hosting it?
I'm just setting up.
What time is it at? 6?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
I think so. 5.
You better get down there, Peter.
People walking.
You better get down there.
And take some refreshments.
What cocktails are you going to take down there?
Coffee.
Are you coming?
I had some plans on it.
Huh?
I had some plans on it. Look out, we're actually going to smash that pumpkin.
We've already done that.
She's too busy with the She's too busy with the landscaping committee.
Yeah. So, are you not go caroling?
I might. I like that idea.
Well, if you do, maybe I will.
I thought it kind of sounded like a cute idea.
Yeah. I'll go if you go.
Did you get your Halloween decorations up inside the house?
I'm getting there.
Are you?
Yeah, I got my house out.
Okay.
So that was
I want to see them when you get them done.
okay.
She was telling me about these houses that she collects that are like the Christmas houses, like the glass Christmas houses, you know, where you can have like a whole town. And she said that several years ago she started collecting like Halloween ones. And so she's got like this whole Halloween town that she's collected and that she puts out on like her dining room table every year and stuff like that. So she was getting it put out last night. I didn't know that mocktails and cocktails thing was tonight. They do it like once a month or something like that. He had this huge like card table that had like a handle on it that he was taking down there. But none of the people that were walking in the neighborhood, none of them were going to the cocktails and the mocktails thing. I know that for a fact because this one couple, I've seen them walk by here now. This is their second or third time, and she's in like spandex and like Lululemon, and he's in like a t-shirt and short, like sweat shorts. Like they're like working out, walking. That's what like all the couples are doing. I think it starts at 6. I don't think it starts at 5. I think there's like forever a sign up front. It always says that. There's kind of quite a few bees out here. You know what I wonder what happened to is my wasp friend. Like, he was around here and then one day he just like disappeared and he's not there anymore. I was like careful when I was picking the weeds and stuff over here. I'm still kind of picking from time to time. Like every day that I sit here, I kind of like look and I like pick a couple more weeds but I was careful when I was like picking weeds to make sure that he didn't like fly out and get me. Our neighbors across the street on the corner, she came out. She was making chicken pot pies last night. Doesn't that sound so good? Well, I mean, I'm a vegetarian, so I wouldn't eat it. But like, if back in the day, homemade chicken pot pies. I mean, doesn't that sound so incredible? Yum. And so he came over and he was talking to me because he had shoulder surgery. And so he was telling me about that. And then she walked over and she was telling me about her new like part-time job that she got since she retired. And then she was like, oh my God, you guys did, she was like looking at my flowers, my mom's, and she was like, you guys did your walkway. And I was like, yeah. And she was like, it looks so great. And I was like, thank you. I wish we had gotten, well, first of all, I wish our hostas are always, like every year, they literally look like, somebody I think told me that like a rabbit does this and like chews on them or something. Which there actually is a huge rabbit that comes along here at night. But they're like, they look like somebody took a lighter to them, is what they look like. I don't know if you guys can see this, but can you guys see the leaves on the end of these hostas? Like, they just don't look good. And they haven't all summer long. They haven't looked good. And so I think this tripod has kind of had it, honestly. It's like not there. They haven't done well, like all summer long. They've been kind of like fried, and I thought maybe it was the sun and whatever, but what is going on? Hold on a second. But every other year, even when the hostas are in the full sun, they do fine, and they're like super green and, you know, robust and do really, really well. This year, they didn't. They are horrible looking. But I really wish we would have bought, I mean, we still can this weekend if I wanted to. I really wish we would have bought some, like, mulch to put down, where we, like, pick the weeds. The thing is, and Alex is like, we're gonna have to do it in the spring anyway, and buy, you know, like, $100 worth of mulch. Why don't we just wait until the spring and do it? If we don't end up having, like, landscapers come in and put something down. He was like, I mean, it's going to be snowing before long, and then it's going to be cold, and so we're not going to really care. I mean, the weeds aren't going to continue to grow through the winter, which is true. I just think it would look so much nicer. I mean, from the street, you can't see it because we have the mums there. And, like, that's why, like, right when they walked up, they were like, oh, you cleaned the walkway. And she was like, you cleaned the walkway? And I was like, yeah. And Alex really did most of it on the one side with the crabgrass. But we got it done. I'm happy that it's done. I need to water my plants. I was like looking for this water bucket thing that I had because I don't think that my hose will reach all the way to the end of the patio. or to the walkway. So I was looking for this water bucket that I have, and it's actually on the back patio. The camera stopped. I saw it on the back patio when I was taking Boo Radley out there earlier. Little Boo Radley. He was so sweet, running around the backyard, and he was cozying up next to me today when we were sleeping. Let's see some comments on the vlog. I haven't read any comments on the vlog in a while. Holy says, Jaws is scary? Oh boy, we are different. I think Jaws is hilarious. The attacking shark is so fake, it's funny. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, I actually think that Jaws is the scariest movie in the face of the earth. My biggest fear is sharks. I'm like terrified of sharks. Like absolutely terrified of sharks. And yeah, when I was a kid, like I had this weird fascination, and I still do, with sharks, where I loved watching things about shark movies and whatever, but I was still scared to death of them. To get me out of a pool when I was younger, my dad would be like, okay, Pete, it's time to go. You know, it's like 10 o'clock. And I'd be like, he'd be like, okay, let's go. And I'd be like, just 5 more minutes. And he'd be like, nope, we need to go. Come on, it's like 10 o'clock. And then I wouldn't want to get out of the pool, and he would go, no, 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 no. And I'd be out of the pool like really quick. HD Zines, hey, how are you? Said this is literally the only way that we would all fit on Peter's porch for story time. Love you all. Kelly said, oh my god, when I saw the drop for Gorham Brothers, I loved all 4 of them. Did you get the owl? It says, wise ass. I love that one. I did not. And actually, my hat came today, and I haven't even opened it. Do you guys want to see the one that I got? Should I do a live opening on here? Okay, hold on a second. Okay. I don't know what is wrong with this tripod. I have 2 of these little tripods, but this one is like, it's like not wanting to hold the camera in place anymore. I don't know what's going on. It's like wanting to go sideways. Hold on a second. Okay, first things first. So I ordered more shaving cream. I hope this is the right one. I ordered more shaving cream from The Art of Shaving, because I'm out of it. And it came in the mail. Is this that? Yeah. And it came, so I wanted to show you guys this. And this lasts me about 6 months. This is The Art of Shaving shaving cream that I absolutely love. Make a great gift for somebody. And this is what it looks like. You can get on the Art of Shaving shaving cream website. And then when you open it, this is what it looks like. Oh my god, and this is sandalwood. Sandalwood is my favorite. Perfect for fall and winter. Yeah, and that lasts me about 6 months. So that's the first thing that came in the mail. Put that over here. And then here is my Gorham Brothers hat, which I just cut the tape so that I could open it. Dun da da! Look how pretty this is. Oh my god. So it says badass, and it has a donkey on it. This is the one I got. And it's like navy, and then this is like brown leather. I usually have to wear them for a while before I like really get them to fit my head right, so it won't look right away. And this is your passport card. So it says, do you like me? And they're called Ass Play. Okay. And so they have all these different animals. So their hats are called the Farm. Tanya is going to be so jealous of this hat. Look at my hair. Oh my god, this hat is so cute. Oh my god. Look how cute that hat is. It is so comfortable. Oh my god, this is so perfect for fall. I am so excited that that came today. Okay, I'll take a little picture of that later. Maybe I'll wear that to dinner tonight. I'll take a little picture of it. Wasn't that fun? Okay. So, let's see. More comments. Carrie's 2 cents said, Peter, I have an idea. You should plan for all of us to have an adult Happy Meal day. I've been waiting to get one, LOL. Okay, so actually that's a great idea. I actually noticed that Troy on the Vloggerinos group just got a Happy Meal like yesterday. So congrats, Troy. I would love to do an adult Happy Meal day. The thing is, like, for me to get to McDonald's and actually get a Happy Meal, it's like I would have to plan ahead for that, number one. Number two, I'm not really sure, like, what I can get in a Happy Meal that I can eat. Like, fries and apple slices. I mean, I don't really know, right? Let's see. You never know what you say in a vlog is going to garner, like, a lot of comments. And so it's so funny because I talked about Jaws for, like, what, 30 seconds? And there's a lot of comments about Jaws. Amy said, I agree that Jaws isn't a Halloween film. Rar said, put a dry towel in the dryer with a comforter. Okay, I'll try that. Baby said, GD, that cricket is going at it. You know, I have to tell you, last night when I was sitting out here watching TV, the cricket was really driving me crazy. Honestly, like, don't get me wrong, I love the nature of it all, and I love the little animals and the insects and all that kind of stuff, but I was like, seriously, cricket? Like, it is time, okay? Like, it is time to hibernate for the winter, and I've had it with the sounds. Dee Dee said, you need to get a lab. I have 2, and they are the best dogs. I'm not a big dog person, honestly. Like, Tanya's always had big dogs. I had an Airedale when I was growing up, a bigger dog that I loved. But mostly I've had smaller dogs in my life. I'm not a big dog person. Alex really has kind of, like, hinted at wanting to get a big dog, like maybe like even like a Doberman Pinscher or something like that. And I'm like, oh, that's a big dog. You know what I mean? I'm just not like, I'm more of like a little small dog kind of person. Like, I love little small dogs, and so we'll see. Linda said, my 2 Boston Terriers, Gizmo and Stitch, love watching you, especially hearing the crickets. They go wild. And during your drama out intros, girl, they go nuts for your singing. Christy said, Peter, you should check out The Taking of Deborah Logan. It's truly terrifying. It's always a must for us on Halloween. I have never heard of that. The Taking of Deborah Logan. Hold on a second. The Taking, I have that like sandalwood like shaving cream like stuck in my nose now. It's pulling up all of these different like sequels and all this kind of stuff. Hold on a second. Mia records the daily lives of Deborah and her daughter Sarah as part of her thesis. As the days progress, strange things happen around Deborah, and it becomes apparent something has taken control of her. You can watch it on Tubi now for free, so I will definitely watch that. Thank you for recommending that. Okay. Christy said, Peter, you better listen to Sarah when she says that about Cinnaholic, because they are out of this world. If you get a chance, please try it and review it. I'm going to. I actually told Sarah, I said, it'd be really cute, since there's now a store here in town, but the store's about 25 minutes away. I said if we like went together and you could be part of the video and talk about how you wanted to open a store and how much you love. I mean, she fell in love with this. I mean, on her Instagram, she was like posting constantly about a Cinnaholic and all this kind of stuff. So I said, then you could talk about it and then I could try it for the first time and we could review it. She's like, yeah, it sounds like a cute idea. So we're going to do that. Sally said, what is Happy Birthday Lena about every day? Just curious. Okay, I'm just going to tell this story on here again because so many people keep on asking, even though I've told this before. So could somebody, like, the next time somebody asks, just say, could reference Peter's vlog from October, I think today is it the 6th? It's the 6th, okay? So when I was in Las Vegas last September for our friend Jason's birthday, Jason is Melissa's husband, one of the days we were at a pool, like they got 2 cabanas at the Encore Pool Club, because we stayed at the Encore. And so we were in the pool and swimming around the pool and whatever, and it was towards the end of the day. And I was getting in the pool, or I was in the pool. I don't really remember how it happened, but there were these, like this man and this woman, and they were in this pool, and they had on trucker hats that were red and white, and the trucker hats said, Happy Birthday Lena on them, right? And so I immediately knew it was like a group of people that were all together for Lena's birthday. And I was like, oh, that's such a cute idea. Like, they got all these trucker hats made for Lena's birthday, whoever Lena is, right? Like, if you were going to do it for a bachelorette party, I thought it was like a really cute idea as well. Or whatever, right? Like, if we had gotten them made for like Jason and we had all had trucker hats that said like Happy Birthday Jason on them or something, right? So, like this one friend of Jason's, like she brought these like guys that you were supposed to put on like your drink. It was like, they were like swimmers and Speedos, and like, so, but she had each of them named, and so like you'd like pick your, just funny stuff like that, right? So anyway, so when I was getting out of the pool or I was swimming around it or something like that, they had 2 like chairs, like close to the pool, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not cabana chairs, but kind of cabana chairs, right? And I saw that they had like 20 or 30 of these hats on one of the chairs. And this woman on the chair was like saying to this woman, she was like, Lena, Lena, and I was like, okay, or something like that. So I just like put 2 and 2 together and figured out that Lena was the woman in the pool with the hat. And I was like, hey, Lena, she wants your attention. And so I kind of laughed, and I said something to the woman. I don't even remember how it happened, you guys. I honestly don't. But I said something about the hats, and I said, it's a cute idea, whatever. And she was like, do you want one? And I said, oh my God, are you serious? I would love one. And so she was like, yeah, take 1 or 2 if you want. And so I took one. I think I may have taken 2. I think maybe I just took 1. I don't know. But I took one of these hats. This says Happy Birthday Lena. Well, that day, doing a vlog, I like put the hat on and I told the story. And I said, Happy Birthday Lena. And so I kind of just picked it up. And then, like, I talked about it in my drama story. And I said, Happy Birthday, Lena. And I kind of just ran with it. Well, like, every once in a blue moon, for, like, the next couple months after that, in my drama videos, I would take the hat and I would go, Happy Birthday, Lena! And that was kind of, like, how it happened. And it was just kind of this funny thing, right? Which I still, to this day, think is so hilarious that this woman named Lena out there, whose birthday it was, has no clue that this guy out there is shouting around in these videos, right? Okay, so that's kind of how it happened. And then every once in a while in my vlog, I would say it, like very rarely, right? But then Troy, like on the Vloggerinos group, every single day, if you guys don't know this, I mean, you want to talk about commitment and kindness and compassion, every single day, Troy tweets, or he puts on Facebook, like, hey, my fellow Vloggerinos, hope you guys are all having an amazing day, love you guys, whatever. I mean, he always puts something out that's so fantastic, and or he'll put something at the end of the day, and every day he always ends it with, one more I love you, and Happy Birthday, Lena. And so I just continued to do it because Troy did it, and I thought it was like kind of this funny ha-ha thing, right? So it's just, there's nothing deep to it. It's something, anything like that. I know people are like, what's this Happy Birthday, Lena thing? Who's Lena? Should I know who Lena is? They get like all worried about it. So anyway, that's the story of Lena and the birthday hat, and the birthday hat's like upstairs in my closet at this point now. I should bring it out for another video, but I even actually made this thing at one point, this like screenshot thing that says like Happy Birthday Lena, that I like put into a video at one point. Anyway, so if anybody ever asks again, just reference the October 6th vlog. This is a very important vlog. The October 6th vlog. Anyway. Alright, you guys. I'm doing no outro today. No, that's not true. I am. I hope that you guys... I'm going to get off here now. And I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing Thursday. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And, the 3 most important things. Remember these 3 very important things. 1, you can start your day over whenever you want. 2, practice random acts of kindness, but shh, don't tell anyone. And 3, most importantly, make sure that you reach out to somebody and let them know how much they mean to you. And be kinder to one another, love one another a little bit more each and every day, and be kinder and love yourself a little bit more each and every day. You deserve it. You deserve to be kind to yourself and love yourself. And, yeah, and that's it. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place on the front porch. Thanks for hanging out with me. This was fun. I love you guys, and I'll see you then. Bye. Love you. Up. And for those that need to hear it, and those that want to hear it, and those that just happen to stick around, and you too, Lena. One more, I love you. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Love you. Happy birthday, Lena.